Hi, I'm George Steimer, Product Manager with TSG. If you're following along in the TSG Compliance Solution demo series, we're building upon a scenario where we want to update our disaster recovery SOP, specifically to add a server to the Thursday backup schedule. In this demo, we're going to focus on the route for approval process. So here we are in the HPI system with our ActiveWizard form loaded. And in the previous demo, we routed this form for review. And now we're ready to route the form and the attached workflow document for approval. So one of my actions here is to start the approval process. And before I do that, I can take a look at the status just to preview who this is going to go to. So we can see here that the QDadmin3 user is going to get a task in the initial QA role, and then Alice is going to get a task in this CR approval role. So unlike the review where you can choose who the form goes to, the approval route is much more locked down. So I just have the option here to submit, and we can see the status. The form is currently in draft, and when I start the approval process, the form goes into a pending approval state. We can see the property update here, and we can also see the overlay change on the PDF. And if I take a look at the document is in a pending approval status as well. I'm going to go ahead and log out here, and if I jump over to my email, I can see that the QDadmin3 user has gotten a task saying that they have a form in their inbox for approval. So I can just click this document and be taken directly to the task. So I'll go ahead and log in here as QDadmin3, and again, I'm taken right to my task. So the QDadmin3 user has the option to delegate their task. If they, aren't able to do this task, they could go ahead and delegate to say QDadmin2 or a different user. I'm not going to do that right now, but they certainly have that option. So I'm going to go here and I'm just going to complete the approval. And if I were to reject, I'd enter my username and password and some comments, but I'm going to go ahead and just approve. So I'm going to enter my username and password. We follow 21 CFR Part 11 compliance requirements for e-signature, so that's why we ask for the username and password here. And when we go ahead and submit and the approval goes through, we'll see that it stays in the pending approval state because we still have one more approver. But we're attaching a signature page to both the form and the document. So here we can see the signature page on the form. We can see that QDadmin3 approved in the initial QA role. And if I take a look at the TSG 121 document and just scroll to the bottom here, I can see the signature page was attached here as well. So now I'm going to log out, and rather than going through the email, I'm just going to log in as Alice. And she will have gotten an email as well, but she also has this task in her ActiveWizard inbox, so she can get to it from here as well. Viewing the status, we can see that QDadmin3 is approved, and we're just waiting on Alice's signature. So assuming everything looks good to Alice, she's going to go ahead and approve. Now, since she's the last approver, a few things are going to happen here once this approval goes through. So the form goes to a status of approved, and it also gets major version to 1.0. And we'll see Alice's signature attached to the form. And the document gets major versioned as well. So now we have a 2.0 approved document, and Alice's signature is attached here as well. And if we head back to the form, we can take a look at the audit events, and we can see that a number of review routes were started, and the approval route was started, and we can see when each approver approved and in what role on what date and time. Well, that's it for this short demo. Thanks for listening. Be sure to follow along with the next demo in the TSG Compliance Solution series, where we'll show how to make this approved document effective.